Sudha Murty ji, please speak.
Thank you, sir, giving me an opportunity to talk on this bill. Let me remember India's Bhishma Pitamaha, Homi Babaji, and then continue this one. Sir, for Viksit Bharat 2047, we require energy independence. Without energy, nothing is possible. Sun is another source of energy. I call nuclear energy the another source of, a great source of energy. That's the reason the folk story says when Neil Bohr first time saw the nuclear energy, he said, Aham Brahmasmi. It is the story or it may not be true, but this is what I've heard. So there are many ways to get energy. One is hydel, second one is coal, third one is wind, fourth one is nuclear energy. Sir, in solar energy, you do generate a lot of energy, but you cannot store as of today for a long time. And after 2-3 decades of time, when it goes, it's not working. It's very difficult to discard that. That is the main problem in that. In case of hydel energy, olden days it was easy. Today with the new geopolitics, building a dam is not that easy. And with the climate change, getting the water and using that water is not that easy, and it is not for a large energy. Coming to coal, yes, coal energy you can use it, but it gives you a lot of coal emission, which is not good for the environment, so it is not really recommended, but if there is no other go, we have to use it. Next comes wind energy. Wind energy has a limitation. It is intermittent. All the time you don't get good wind. Second thing, transmission is a problem. When looking at all these points, as of today, given set of circumstances, nuclear energy, power generation through nuclear generation, energy through nuclear power, it is more acceptable. I don't say it's the best, but it is more acceptable in today's scenario. Sir, I just want to refer one point which my honorable colleague made, that East India Company came and it all happened. Sir, even the same history I want to refer and tell him. East India Company did come in 1630 by that time, and they established a small shop in Surat. But India was not what India is today. Today's India is entirely different. We are all one today. Even though we fight in all these things, on a lighter side, we are all Indians, irrespective of the state. It is not easy to open a shop again in Surat or any trade, and they can occupy India. It is not possible. Sir, privatization is not, everybody is saying privatization is bad. No, sir, privatization is not a bad word. Because of privatization, we are creating wealth. Because we are creating wealth, there is reduction in the poverty. There are a lot more opportunities in privatization. The quality of the material in privatization is always good. So, I am all for the privatization. Sir, we are all grew up, at least my generation has grown up. The moment you think of Japan, World War II, think of Hiroshima, Nagasaki, there was a big bomb, and then we always think the effect of that, many generations, etc. But we never think the use of nuclear energy in other way. That means it can be used in medicine, in agriculture, in many, many other fields. It is like, in a way, the Kalparuksha, I say, in a modern medicine and all those things we are using. So it brings hope. It brings, nuclear energy brings hope. It brings peace. And that is an apt name, sir. You have given us the Shanti Bill, because it is the source of peace and hope for a better future. Sir, India has a vast uranium reserve, and it's sustainable in the long-term solution, and it will take a little more time to do that. Sir, people say we should have public sector to do this one. Jairamji is not here. Sir, public sector, you require a lot of money. How to finance that? That's the reason privatization is needed. And it is not that you have to give everything to them. There's a controlled privatization is there. It is partially private, and main control is still with the government. So we should not worry, oh, it becomes individual one, and we can't do anything. No, don't do that. Let us start always with a positive mind, with hope, and we will do this one. Sir, if we want to go to Prime Minister Dream, Viksit Bharat 2047, then we require power at that time. Today, the installed power generation through nuclear energy is only 8.8 gigawatt. But we have to achieve 100 gigawatt. And to get 100 gigawatt, it won't happen in one day. 1 year, 1 decade, it's not possible. It is 2025, and the 23 years are left. And we have to start somewhere, sometime, the first step. And if we start building now, over 23 years of time, it requires time. It requires technology. It requires a lot of planning. It requires so many other sources of energy. So we have to start new privatization this bill so that we'll be able to get 100 gigawatt of energy at 2047. There's nothing wrong that, of course, we have to consider our Swadeshi, everything is right. But there is nothing wrong in looking around for the best practices around the world. Rigveda says, Ano Bhadrani, the very famous saying, it says, let all noble thoughts come from all sides of the world, and we will accept the best in that, and according to our situation, we should modify and use it. There's nothing wrong. So there are many countries like UK, may not be much in there, but France, Japan, Korea, and America. Of course, Germany has a different strategy, that is their own country's strategy. We will not take into that. There are 5 countries, for example, I am taking, and every country has some best practices. Like France has, it is using the waste as a resource again, and Korea has a standard modularization. America is completely privatized with 80%. So for our country, what is the best as of today we should use? And in the process, I want to give a small suggestions that we should also use the waste as resource like France, and we should also make a model in such a way that it should be standardized so that it becomes easy to operate. Third one, sir, we can have a robust regulatory system with the Atomic Energy Regulated Board where safety is above the profit. Sir, I would really like to recommend this. I would like to recommend this bill because it helps to grow, it helps to innovate, and it makes us dependable. The small module reactors save time, space, and it can be closer to the work area, unlike before. Sir, there is a very famous saying, how we should implement this? We can implement this with the affection of a mother and the discipline of a scientist, so that we are benefited and we should go ahead. Thank you very much, sir, giving me generous time. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Thank you. Honorable K.R. Suresh Reddy ji.
Deputy Chairman.